Film Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, boxing world, let's rejoice. Let's rejoice. This is some more great news in 2017. Some more great news in 2017. This year is going to probably be unbeatable, and it's going to go down in the folklore of years of years. I'm serious. This is starting to get ridiculous, right? Can't expect stuff like this. And y'all probably like, what, man? Say it already. But man, you got a title to the video, so you know what I'm talking about, right? Listen, Terence Bud Crawford in the junior welterweight division, right? Got 2 titles. He's about to fight Julius Indongo in the junior welterweight division, who has 2 titles, right? They fight on August the 19th, and I don't even know where right now. Don't even matter to me, right? But it's going to be somewhere in America, probably in Omaha, probably, judging by Julius Indongo. Listen, first let's talk about 2017. Listen, this year is incredible. You had Golovkin and Jacobs. Where Golovkin was tested for the first time. And then what happens? The fight turned out to be that way. Close fight, which I personally think Gennady Golovkin should readdress. He didn't beat him good enough to just leave it alone, right? Great fight, right? Don't even forget on the 2 undefeated fighters in the welterweight division, Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia. Remember that one? Awesome fight, right? Right, okay, the fight wasn't great, but it was 2 of the best. Significant when 2 of the best fight. Then you had Vladimir Klitschko and Anthony Joshua in the heavyweight division. And come on now, that was the best Vladimir Klitschko we saw. You didn't expect him to do that well. But Anthony Joshua rose and won that fight. Great fight. Stuff like that all this year. And I ain't even say nothing about Andre Ward. Huh? Y'all know the deal. Taming the Crusher. Twice, to be honest with you. But we talking about 2017, right? So, okay, cool. Tamed him real good. Body blows. Right? So good, the body blows so good that Kovalev on his trainer. Right? First he's acting like he didn't really lose, right? Then he won his trainer. So what is that telling you? But that's happening all in 2017. Now let's fast forward to what's happening, right? The only other story that is as big as this one was those 3 plus the other story of boxing right now. And that story would be Guillermo Rigondeaux. Right? I don't care whenever I talk about boxing, I am going to mention that name because you have a guy calling out what people are saying would be one of the greatest of all time in Lomachenko. And the other one who people had at pound for pound number 1 after Floyd Mayweather left, Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez, right? So he's calling out both of those and ain't none of them answering. Matter of fact, Lomachenko fighting somebody, I'm more known than that dude. Dude came off a loss. Right? He could have fought Salido, the guy he lost to, or Lomachenko, the other 2-time gold medal winner, who's 2 divisions lower than him. Right? Could have fought him, but didn't do it. So whatever. So my point is, Guillermo Rigondeaux, the Tasmanian Devil, like the Looney Tunes, and I call him that because when he comes and he spins around, everybody scatters. The whole division's just scattered. Everybody try to act like they don't know who it is. So I won't mention him, even though this video ain't about him. Guillermo Rigondeaux. That's the other story of this year. But let me just make sure this is clear. Terence Crawford against Julius Indongo, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. That is called unification. And in boxing, no one cares about that anymore. This is 2 guys saying, we want to know who's the best in this division. Both of them. Right? You don't have it. The biggest fight of the year probably going to be Canelo versus Gennady Golovkin. Any one of them unified? Right? Now, in Gennady Golovkin's defense, we know he would unify because he ain't scared of Billy Joe Saunders. Right? But Canelo was at 154 and didn't fight nobody that was of significance at 154. Okay? And when he did, he didn't readdress it. He didn't readdress Lara. And in my opinion, I ain't hating on him, but I don't like the Trout win in San Antonio with open scoring. Right? Trout thinking he won 3 of the first 4 rounds, and then you get told after round 4, you haven't won any of them. Right? But I done a video about it, and it was called Austin Trout, We Feel With You. Because those are things people don't care about, because like with Canelo supposed to win, and it's all good. Right? And nobody cares what happened to Austin Trout. Now I ain't having it. right? That's not how we roll here. But my point is, none of them are unified, right? At least one tried. The other one didn't even try. These two guys, Julius Indongo and Terence Crawford, want to know who is the best. And that, right now, as unfortunate as it is an anomaly. You know, and you know I said the word wrong. Anomaly, right? Anomaly. That's the real word. But anomaly, right? To put a little more emphasis on anomaly, right? Because that is something that you don't see in boxing. And when somebody asks for it, they act like he's crazy, like Deontay Wilder in the heavyweight division, right? Some people don't want to know who's the best, but I've said this several times. Maybe this might turn into a rant. But let's just go, like people going to probably say, well, Terence Crawford, who is Julius Indongo? If you ask that question, who is Julius Indongo, then the problem is with you. Do your homework. What Julius Indongo has done in the last 6 months, hey, we're not seeing that, right? How does he get 2 titles? Well, I'll tell you how. He goes from Africa, where most of his fights were, right? He goes from Africa to Moscow, or somewhere in Russia. I think it was Moscow, where he beats Edward Troyanowski, right? Who was undefeated on a 13 or 14 knockout streak, right? Who we were about to know if he would have beat Indongo, because they were going to act like Crawford didn't want to fight him, but I ain't on Crawford right now. Troyanowski, and he goes there in Moscow and knocks him out in 1 round. Okay? So that's how he got the IBF title. Instead of resting on his laurels, what does he do? He goes to someone else's backyard, okay, in Scotland. I think it was Glasgow, I'm not sure, but in the hometown of Ricky Burns. Mr. Burns. Excellent. Right? But it wasn't that excellent. He went over there and took care of Ricky Burns. Dominated him. Okay? Dominated him. If he lost a round, then y'all need to show it to me. Now, he had 2 titles. And instead of resting on his laurels, what does he do? He wants to get the guy that some people, like Lomachenko, was calling it suicide to fight Terence Crawford. I'll call Lomachenko's 2 weight divisions lower, so I can understand that suicide thing. But if you would fight Pacquiao, who's even heavier than him, but we'll get to that in a different video. But the point here is, I just took 2 titles in their hometown, and I'm about to go to Omaha to Terence Crawford hometown. Which means if you don't know who Julius Indongo is, the problem lies with you. Get to know him. This guy is doing things that no one else in boxing is trying to do. I'm going in people's backyards and taking titles. Right? If we don't like him, then I don't know what's wrong with us. I don't know what's wrong with us. Right? So, who is he going to fight? Terence Crawford, who is arguably the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, but he's in the top 3 regardless of what any of these top pound-for-pound lists are saying. Terence Crawford is the goods, period. Ask Victor Postal. What happens to people is Victor Postal, when he was about to fight Victor Postal, people were thinking he was scared to fight him, then he signed a fight, and then, act like he wasn't that good. Let me tell you something. Victor Postal is also the goods, and he got dominated by Terence Crawford amongst everyone else. He's beaten 2 gold medalists in my boy, Gamboa, although Gamboa was a little bit light moving up. And then he just beat your boy, I just forget his name right now. Bad left-handed Olympic gold medalist, forget his name, Colombia. I forget his name right now, but he just beat him. Terence Crawford is the real deal. Pacquiao ain't trying to get with him. We know that. Bob Arum been trying to have that. So he's the real deal. These guys are trying to unify. This is something you're not seeing in boxing, right? So August the 19th is a very, very special day, right? And kudos to the fighters. All of the rest of the people, the promoters and all that stuff, I ain't getting no love. Because this is what's supposed to be happening. You know what I'm saying? This ain't like, oh, let me pat people on the back for getting a fight that should happen. No, that ain't happening. But I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. The fighters. Because these are the guys. These are the guys. And they're sticking out like a sore thumb in the boxing community because it just doesn't happen. And it starts with the boxers. When they want it, it would happen. There are some things going on right now where it's like, wait a minute, dude, this is the best deal. We should fight. You get money, da-da-da. No, I ain't trying to fight him because this dude's too hard. You understand? Right? Julius Indongo, I'm pretty sure he thinks Terence Crawford is hard. He doesn't have to fight. He had 2 titles. Right? No, we want to see who's the best. Anybody out there let me know who else is trying to do that. Right? Right now, nobody. Right? Nobody actively. Right? This is happening, and I think it's great. It is the bomb. I haven't seen it, nothing like this in a while, and we're getting one champion in one division, barring a draw. But even if it's a draw, at least they fight to try to get it. And I wish some of these others would take suit. And it starts with us, the fan. Right? It's time for us to start caring about who's the best again, and not all those others intangibles. Who is the best? That's what we're trying to find out, and that's what the junior welterweight division is going to do because of the two main guys in the division who want to see, and that would be Terence Bud Crawford and Julius Indongo. And it's good to see. Congratulations to you guys. You get props already, and I'm going to mention you about once a week if I could be talking about Formula One. I'm going to try to figure out how to put y'all in there, right? Tennis. I'll figure out how to put y'all in there because this is awesome. And I'm happy. Doing Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm out of here, y'all.